time that these two have come together on a football pitch. Well, we've had the likes of Tom Cruise and Robbie Williams for the pre-match formalities, but the lineups that you will care most about are the ones that have just made their way out onto the pitch in the sunshine. Spain against Argentina, and I can exclusively reveal the team news ahead of kickoff. First of all, Spain, they go unchanged, the same 11 that conquered the French on Tuesday. 8 of the 11 that started the final in Qatar 3.5 years ago for Argentina. Well, let's start with Spain, as I say, unchanged. So here is how they line up. Unai Simon is ever present in goal. Pedro Porro and Marc Cucurella, the two full-backs. Aymeric Laporte and Pau Gabassi are the two central defenders. In midfield, the important area of the pitch, Rodri and Fabian Ruiz. And then Alex Baena on the left, Lamine Yamal on the right, Dani Olmo just in front of that midfield too, with Mikel Oyarzabal in attack. I'm not going to go through the subs, there are plenty of them. It's basically everyone in the squad that's not starting, so we will cover the substitutions as and when they happen during the course of the evening. Well, for Argentina, 3 changes. Molina, Paredes and Simeone are the 3 players to drop out. Nicolas Gonzalez, Rodrigo de Paul and Gonzalo Montiel all come in and start for Argentina. So they will line up with Emiliano Martinez in goal. That back 4 of Gonzalo Montiel, Christian Romero, Lisandro Martinez and Nicolas Tagliafico. In midfield, Rodrigo de Paul and Nico Gonzalez are either side of Alexis McAllister and Enzo Fernandez, Julian Alvarez and Lionel Messi in attack towards the right, and that could make for an interesting battle between Cucurella and Messi. Today's referee is from Slovenia, who gets the nod in the final. It's Sloko Vincic. His compatriots Andrej Kovacic and Tomasz Klančnik are the 2 assistant referees. 4th official is Adhum Mukhedma, and from Qatar on the VAR, it's Kamis El Mari. Sun shining bright in New York as we edge closer and closer to this grand final. Over 100 games for the first time in one of these global competitions that happen but 4 times, but every 4 years, I should say. And, well, Spain have won it before. Argentina are the holders. 2 of the biggest names in world football colliding here on the biggest stage of all. And kickoff is just a few minutes away. Well, in terms of form, Spain conceding just that 1 goal in the 7 matches they've played in this tournament so far. Argentina, on the flip side, haven't kept a clean sheet in any of their last 5 matches in this tournament. They're relying on comebacks against the likes of Egypt and more recently in the semi-final against England in Atlanta. We are expecting this to be a match-up between 2 sides that will play contrasting football, but for all intents and purposes on the football map they are very, very similar. So here we are, ready at the New York, New Jersey Stadium. It's Spain against Argentina. If you are just joining us, a quick recap of the lineup. Spain go unchanged from the semi-final victory against the French on Tuesday. 3 changes for Argentina. Molina, Paredes and Simeone dropping out. Gonzalez, that's from Nicolas Gonzalez, Rodrigo de Paul and Gonzalo Montiel are the 3 players to come in. Well, unbelievable, really, when you look at the record between these 2. 4 wins for Spain, 3 wins for Argentina. Only the 8th time they've met, and only in 1966 at this tournament have they ever met on a competitive scale. 2 of the grand names in world football at international level, and it's amazing that they just don't seem to cross paths that often, do they? But they do today, and they don't come any bigger than the final of this competition. Well, Spain, remember, are the European champions. Argentina will be looking to add this to the South American crown that they won a couple of years ago. They've dominated their continent. They are crowned champions of their continent, both Argentina and Spain. But who will be crowned champions of the world today? Well, as the two sets of players shake hands ahead of kick-off, let's once again just run through those two lineups for you one more time. First of all, Spain, Unai Simon in goal, Pedro Porro, Pau Gavassi, Aymeric Laporte and Marc Cucurella at the back. Fabian Ruiz and Rodri in midfield. Dani Olmo just in front of them. The two wide men, Alex Baena and Lamine Yamal. And then Mikel Oyarzabal in attack. And for Argentina, Emiliano Martinez in goal. That back four of Gonzalo Montiel, Christian Romero, Lisandro Martinez and Nicolas Tagliafico. In midfield, Rodrigo de Paul, Alexis McAllister, Enzo Fernandez and Nico Gonzalez, one of the three changes. Lionel Messi and Julian Alvarez leading the line. The referee, once again, just to confirm from Slovenia, is Slavko Vincic. And as they speedily remove all the banners from on the pitch, we are just about ready to get going. Spain will be in their red shirts with dark blue shorts and socks and dark blue sleeves as well on the shirts. Argentina in those famous light blue and white striped shirts, but the white shorts and the white socks today. And the referee, well, he is decked out all in black. There isn't much cover here in New York in this stadium, but it's a terrific arena. The lucky thing is there's no rain, because if there was, there's nowhere to hide apart from the concourse. You can't hide from the sunshine as two captains converge on the halfway line. Big Rodri with the captain's armband for Spain and little Lionel Messi. And then Bastian Danker is also on the VAR today with Akdom Mukhtar. This is from Germany, Bastian Danker. And Kamis Almari for Qatar as well is on that VAR panel, which is based inside the stadium here, but away from the prying eye. So we're just about ready to get underway. It's been a while, hasn't it, since the competition was last held here in the United States of America. On that occasion, Italy and Brazil locked horns in a South America versus Europe encounter. And it was the South Americans that came through on penalties. I wonder, will it be the same? Will it be history repeating itself? And will Argentina be crowned champions for a second successive world tournament? That is the big question. Spain have only won it the once, but it is a generation that has dominated and been successful on and off for the past 20 years or so. They've come to the fore, and there is absolutely no doubt that Luis de la Fuente has a very, very good Spanish side at the disposal of himself today. Lionel Scaloni is the head coach of Argentina, of course. Once a world champion, twice, and he will be forever idolised by everyone back home in Buenos Aires and across Argentina. Well, in all my coverage of football, or soccer as they call it in the USA, I don't think I've ever seen a game away from this competition certainly kick off on time, and the kick-off has been delayed slightly by the pre-match entertainment. The American anthem was bellowed out. That was about 5 minutes later than it should have been. And we are now just about ready to get going. A quick tie of the laces from Lionel Messi. Those laces might be a very big factor in this game. It's Argentina in the white and light blue striped shirts that get this final underway. And all the talking can be put to one side. It's the feet that will do the talking in the next, well, I was going to say 90 minutes. You're going to have an extended half-time break. You could have extra time. There's every chance of penalties. We could be here for a while. Buckle in. Let's enjoy the ride. They don't come any bigger than this. Spain against Argentina. And it's back to the Spanish goalkeeper, Unai Simon, who plays it short to Kubasi. Kubasi, of course, of Barcelona. Back to Simon once more. Bilbao goalkeeper. Disappointing season last season, Bilbao. They've got new management this year and high expectations to do much, much better this time around. Olmo plays it into the gap, dropping deep to get it inside his own half. There was Mikel Oyarzabal. Pedro Porro. Oyarzabal had to come really deep to pick up that loose ball from Olmo. It was a lovely touch into no man's land, really. Oyarzabal read it very well. Here's Laporte wandering over the halfway line, coming short to receive it is Olmo again. Gave it away, but it came straight back to him. Good start this from Spain. Cucurella back inside to Ruiz of Paris Saint-Germain. Now Rodri. That was a slack pass, though, trying to make it across to Porro, and Gonzalez is sent sprawling to the ground by the Tottenham Hotspur defender, and that will be a free kick to Argentina just inside their own half. Porro got player before ball. Spain 0, Argentina 0. If you are just joining us, we've played 90 seconds of the 90. Nothing much has happened, but Spain have had pretty much the exclusive rights of the size 5 so far. It's back with Emi Martinez. And now Tagliafico of Marseille gets it right down this near side. It's a good touch that from Tagliafico of Lyon, sorry, not of Marseille. Before the French football experts got down my throat, the wrong side there. It's a Lyon player, of course. Here he is on the ball now. Now it's into Lisandro Martinez. Tagliafico has to stretch slightly, brings it under control pretty much instantly. McAllister. And then Enzo Fernandez scored that equalising goal against England in the World Cup semi-final. So made it all the way back to Christian Romero, another player like Enzo Fernandez that is based in London. And there's Ramirez again off of his goalkeeper Martinez. So much Premier League experience in this Argentina side. Across the halfway line on the right-hand side, Rodrigo de Paul goes back to Montiel. Now Romero. Romero into the feet of Enzo Fernandez, who's got room to turn, but it's a good press from Olmo. Put a little bit of pressure on. Rodrigo de Paul in a very central position at the moment. They've sent Gonzalo Montiel out wide on the right-hand side, and de Paul is tucked inside. This is Romero, just 5 or 6 yards outside his own penalty area, away to our right-hand side. Argentina in their light blue and white stripes, attacking the end away to our left. Tagliafico. They've had a lot of the ball in the last few minutes of Argentina after a dominant first minute or two to start off with from Spain. Spain have a throw-in. We haven't seen anything yet of Lamine Yamal. I think that's the first time he's touched the ball to retrieve it and ball it back to the throw-in taker in the right-back position, Pedro Porro. This is Aymeric Laporte. Laporte goes incredibly long, and with it, there was a coming together between Bayana and Montiel, and it was a foul by Montiel, who got tangled there, and the referee saw it from a distance, and he spotted it well. Montiel given a ticking off. That was every inch a capable yellow card. Free kick to Spain on a halfway line. But did he not manhandled Bayana? Bayana would have been in. It's forward by Kubasi. Great turn by Olmo. Now it's out wide to Yamal. Yamal cuts inside. His cross takes a deflection. Olmo, it's a lovely touch. It's Lamau. It's a weak finish, and Martinez gets down and makes the save. But that was a really big opening net after just 4.5 minutes for Spain, and they carved an opening. Lamau come inside. It took a deflection, went to Olmo. He was quick to react. There was Lamine Yamal, but the finish from the angle was incredibly soft and straight at the Aston Villa goalkeeper. Here's Rodri. He might have a battle to get it through into the penalty area. Yamal again tries to pull it back. It hits Martinez, and he twists and turns and scoops it away. But Spain are smelling blood here. But that's a little bit too high for Fabian Ruiz, and suddenly there might be a breakaway. It's a lovely touch by Alvarez. Quickly off his line is the goalkeeper, and it's retrieved by Rodri just as McAllister was sizing up a potential shot from the halfway line, with the goalkeeper coming flying out of his penalty area. Suddenly this final is live and right up. 5 minutes gone. Spain 0, Argentina 0 here in the sunshine of New Jersey. Out wide to Cucurella. He will manage to find the feet of Baena. Baena. Taking his time here is Laporte. Just stepping out of the defensive shape is Laporte. Sends it out wide to Baena. Baena has got two blue and white striped shirts right in front of him, so he's gone backwards. This is Rodri. Rolls it out to the right-hand side. Lamine Yamal takes his time. Back again to Rodri. Spain 0, Argentina 0 if you're just joining us. Nearly 6 minutes gone in the final of this global competition that has taken over our lives over the last 6 weeks or so. We'll be lost without football for at least another few days. The likes of the MLS and the Brazilian leagues and the Argentine leagues will all be starting up again this week. Don't have too long to wait. The European big leagues will be back and underway in just over a month's time. Had to stretch there, did Aymeric Laporte, to make sure that Messi didn't pinch it off his toes. That's a nice piece of footwork by Oyarzábal. And now Rodri again driving forward, tries to prod it out towards the far left-hand side. The header away from Montiel goes straight to Cucurella. This is Olmo. Olmo into the feet of Pedro Porro. Thought about the shot, might go for the return. He was held slightly there, and the referee says play on, but he was certainly tripped, in my opinion, by Christian Romero, and that was one that escaped the eye line of the referee from Slovenia. Well, I think that was a free kick as Porro went for the return. He was manhandled by McAllister. The referee saw no wrongdoing in it. Looking at the replay, didn't look quite as bad second time around, slowed down, but for me it's still a foul. No foul given though. You are listening to studio-based off-tube commentary from the final in the New York, New Jersey Stadium. Spain against Argentina. It's 0-0. Spain on top at the moment. Cucurella trying to close things down. McAllister inside that midfield area, and he's lost out there to Rodri. Rodri again. He's on the charge here. Oyarzábal sends it wide to Yamal, and Yamal trying to challenge through the back of Nicolas Tagliafico. Tagliafico goes crashing to the ground with consummate ease and wins a free kick to Argentina with nearly 8 minutes gone. Goalless. And one big chance in the game so far has gone Lamine Yamal's way. Breaking into the penalty area. Fortuitous deflection that took it to Olmo, laid it back off to Yamal, who fed into the situation really quickly, crashing into the penalty area. And his shot with the instep of the left foot was rather weak. It hit the studs of Lisandro Martinez and was saved by Emi Martinez. Big chance. Not the easiest of chances, but a chance. Rodri to Ruiz. Ruiz's pass was rather off-piste. Pedro Porro wasn't there. It's gone out for a throw into Argentina, midway inside the Spanish half. This final is certainly not going to be won in the opening 8.5 minutes, but good start from Spain. Both sides have had good feel of the ball in the opening exchanges. This is Romero taking no chances, going all the way back to Emmy. Back again to Porro. Kobasi once more. Touch by Ruiz. And now a chance to venture forward for Aymeric Laporte. Rodri. Nicely done from Spain. A little one round the corner towards Almo. And it's a driving shot from the edge of the penalty area for Mikel Oyarzabal. And down to make the save was Emiliano Martinez. Great play this from Spain, working their way into an attacking position. He's got the shot in from the edge of the penalty area. He would have liked to have got it a little bit closer to the corner. It was a bit too close from Oyarzabal to goalkeeper Martinez. He would have been mighty relieved to see that one heading towards his midriff rather than the corner. It was an easy save. The second biggest chance of the game so far. Both of those chances on that right-hand side have come kind of almost from Spanish perspective, both a little bit too tame. Need to be better than that. There's a long ball forward, and Argentina again being put under pressure. So Baena is beaten to it by Montiel. Tagliafico. Montiel on the right-hand side receives the pass from Enzo Fernandez, just over the halfway line. Messi comes deep, gathers up the pattern, sends it wide to Montiel again. Argentina, just over 5 minutes to go in this first half. Have been second best, but there's not been an incredible gulf between these two. Just Spain have had the two chances, but here's Messi. Haven't seen anything from Argentina yet. That might change. Alvarez gets it wide here to Rodrigo de Paul. Can he get the cross in? No, he can't. He pings it backwards. Rodri wins the loose ball. Tries to get away here. Mikel Oyarzabal falls on the ball, and the first yellow card of the final comes out, and it's shown to Lisandro Martinez for the foul on Mikel Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal brought down the Sociedad striker. He was hauled back and then tripped by Martinez. And he tried the shirt pull with the right hand, then with the left hand, then he went in and tripped him up. He wasn't going to let him go. And he picks up the game's first yellow card, Lisandro Martinez of Manchester United. First yellow of the game then. España, Argentina, 0-0. 4+ injury time remaining in the first half. Laporte into Ruiz. Bit of time on the centre spot. Ghosts it wide to Rodri, who spins away from the presence of Montiel, who's been dragged out of his right back position momentarily. Argentina clear their lines. Here's Rodri again, just inside the Argentina half over on the left-hand side. Checks it back to the halfway line. It's Laporte again, slowing things down, sending it wide to Cucurella. He's got acres of space on the left-hand side. Rodri comes to support him. Playing it back inside again, this time to Kobasi. Kobasi, long ball into the edge of the penalty area. It's a lovely ball as well to Oyarzabal. Got it wide. Porro hangs it in. There's no one at the far post. Martinez goes tearing off his line out towards the right-hand edge of his own penalty area and gathers a loose ball. But had anyone been attacking the far post there for Spain, there would have been immense problems for La Albi Celeste. Great ball in from Porro, but just no one there. Both players in that box making their runs towards the near. Here's McAllister, gives it straight to Yamal. Yamal looks up, trying to play it down to Olmo, not quite, but Ruiz picks up the loose ball. It's Rodri that plays it inside to Cucurella. Cucurella backwards to Kobasi. Now Porro. No question that Spain have been much the better of the sides so far. Ruiz to Cucurella. Cucurella shaping up for a shot, and it whistled past the left hand of Martinez, who felt as if it was going wide. Well, it was a quick call from the Aston Villa goalkeeper, and it was the right call as well. He felt it was covered, and it was a yard wide from Cucurella. A low grass cutter, always pulling away from goal, but it wasn't far away. And there's an injury at the moment to Lisandro Martinez inside his own penalty area away to our right-hand side. And there's a indication from Emi Martinez that it might need to come off. The way they spin the two hands together. Well, that's what Martinez has just signalled to the bench. Something clearly not right. And there is going to be, by the look of things, a change. And it looks like Otamendi is going to come on in this final. So, Lisandro Martinez, who's just picked up a yellow card, is going to be taken off and replaced. Well, it's a sad moment for Lisandro Martinez. Something clearly has gone there. And Otamendi, who is a central defender, like-for-like change will come on. Otamendi, who plays his football in Portugal for Marco Silva's Benfica. Lisandro Martinez wanders off down the touchline. Not an emotional man, is he, Lisandro Martinez? He looks a bit disappointed, a bit frustrated, but one thing he's not is bawling his eyes out. Having limped off in this final with just 30 seconds of the first half remaining. Lafayette has done well to get it out wide to Yamal. Yamal can't make a convincing touch, and Nico Gonzalez trying to knock and go against Porro. Porro wasn't buying into that and made the block. Well, in just a few moments' time, we'll find out exactly how many minutes are added on to the end of the first half. Remember, there will be an extended half-time break. We usually say we'll be back in 15 minutes, but it will probably be nearer 20-25 minutes for the second half. So please bear with us. We will return before the ball returns to the centre spot for the second half. Long ball over the top, and it's Alvarez that's away, and quickly out of his area was goalkeeper Simon, who knocks it into the air. Their only sight of goal so far, Argentina, has been that long outlet ball, and on both occasions Simon has been quickly off his line to deal with it. Header away, first touch by Otamendi. This is Nico Gonzalez down the left-hand side for Argentina. Doubling up on him is Porro and Olmo. Porro takes the ball off of him. Rodri inside to Kubasi, across to the left. Cucurella onto his left foot. Rolls it down the line. Not a particularly good ball. He was trying to aim at Baena, but it's gone out of play for a throw into Argentina. 4 minutes of added time, by the way, of which we've played nearly a minute of those already. So 3 more minutes of added time to play in this first half. Spain 0, Argentina 0. It's Argentina coming through from the right-hand side. Rodrigo de Paul to Montiel. Back again to de Paul. Gets the challenge in, but it rolls through everyone and straight through to goalkeeper Unai Simon, who scoops it up. And, Spain has certainly been the dominant force in this final so far. But still 0-0. And still all to play for. A reminder that this match is, of course, on television. Broadcasters all around the world, local, regional and national, will be showing the match. So make sure you tune in and watch this game in its full glory. You are listening to studio-based off-tube commentary from the final in the New York, New Jersey Stadium. It's Spain 0, Argentina 0. Spain have certainly been the better side. Nothing massive in the way of chances. Three decent ones. Probably the best was the early one for Yamal, just didn't get any power on it. There's Rodri. Finding Ruiz. Wide to Cucurella. Back to Ruiz again. Inside it comes to Oyarzábal. Now it's Oyarzábal again trying to swivel. And there's Messi back there in a central midfield position trying to win the ball back. And succeeding in winning the free kick. Fouled by Oyarzábal. Took a little swing, did Oyarzábal, and got Messi's knee. So free kick to Argentina. And we've got a little over a minute of stoppage time to go. The glance from Messi, Oyarzábal didn't need to move his lips there, Messi. The glance was to say, do you know who I am? Do you know who you're kicking? And Oyarzábal made the signal. I was going for the ball. He was going for the ball. He didn't get anywhere near it. Messi's knee was the recipient. There wasn't too much power in the kick, I'm pleased to say, and Messi just walked away from it all. We're into the final minute of the 4 added on at the end of the first half. Spain 0, Argentina 0. Spain, without question, have been the better side up until now. Conceded just one goal in their 7 matches in this tournament. Argentina have won every single one of their 11 matches in 2026, scoring at least twice in every single one of those 11 victories. It's not to be sniffed at. I can't see them scoring 2 goals in this game, but it's not impossible. Spain have been the better side. The first goal will matter enormously. It might well be one of those finals that is decided by 1 goal. Kubasi to Porro. Has a look up, plays it long. Hits the thigh of Romero. Just drags it inside to the feet of Otamendi. Back to Argentine goalkeeper Emi Martinez. Goes long with his clearance, and there goes the half-time whistle. We haven't seen much of Messi. We haven't seen much of Julian Alvarez. We've seen plenty of Spain with the ball. They've had 3 half-decent sights of goal, but they've not really extended Emi Martinez in the Argentine goal. There's no question that the Europeans are getting the better of the South Americans in this final so far, but the half-time score, it's all equal. It's Spain 0, Argentina 0. There is, of course, an extended half-time, so it won't be 15 minutes when we're back. It'll be nearer 20-25 minutes. As soon as the teams start appearing from the tunnel, we will return for the second half. But for now, we'll leave you to go and regroup and refresh, and we'll catch you in, well, about 20-25 minutes time for the second half. Spain 0, Argentina 0 at half-time.
Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook.
To our studio-based off-tube commentary from the final in the New Jersey Stadium. Spain 0, Argentina 0 at half-time. And it does look as if Leandro Paredes is about to come on for Argentina. So they were forced into a change before half-time. Nicolas Otamendi coming on for the injured Lisandro Martinez, who is incidentally the only yellow card statistic from the first half. And they're making another change right now. This appears to be more tactical. A holding midfielder, experienced Roma, former Boca Juniors, Paris Saint-Germain and Juventus player, and it's Nico Gonzalez that has gone off. So Nico Gonzalez making way for Leandro Paredes. So the second half is just about to get underway. If you are just joining us, Spain very much the better side in the first half, more of the ball. The only chances that were created, and there weren't too many in the first half, were by Spain. 3 palatable chances, the very best of them coming inside the opening 5 minutes. It was a tame effort from the angle from Yamal, which took a deflection. But Emiliano Martinez made the save. We're off and underway for the second half. It's the light blue and white stripes of Argentina that are defending the goal away to our left-hand side. It's the red and dark blue of Spain, and they've been gifted the ball just outside the penalty area. Couldn't quite get that in Lathibal, and there might be a chance here on the turn inside. He hits it first time as it comes inside Baena, and it was a comfortable save again for Martinez, but it was a terrible pass from Tagliafico across the back line, and Lathibal couldn't get there. He cuts inside Baena, hits it low, just needs to get it a little bit further away from the goalkeeper. 4 chances now for Spain in this game, and every single one to the free kick has gone to Argentina, which I'm very surprised at. It looked like he got the ball to me. He wags his finger in the air and gestures to the referee with a shake of the head, and I have to admit I'm on Otamendi's side there. Not Otamendi, sorry, Laporte's side. In comes the Messi corner. It's stopped at source at the near post by Rodri. It hits an Argentine player and goes behind for a goal kick. And I don't know what has made Lionel Scaloni unhappy on the near touchline. He's certainly bringing up something with the fourth official. The goal kick has been taken by Spain. We're defending the goal away to our right-hand side in those red shirts and dark blue shorts and socks. It's all white for Argentina with the light blue stripes on the shirt, the famous white and light blue striped shirts. Quickly run through the 2 sides for you. Remember, 2 changes so far for Argentina. They've lost Lisandro Martinez, so they've got Emi Martinez in goal, Montiel, Romero, Otamendi on as the sub, and Tagliafico at the back. Then Paredes on at half-time McAllister, Fernandez and Laporte in midfield. Messi and Alvarez up top. Spain, as you were from the start. Simon in goal. Porro, Kabasi, Laporte and Cucurella at the back. Ruiz, Rodri and Olmo in the middle of midfield. Yamal down the right, Bayana down the left. Labao is the lone striker. Slavko Vincic is the Slovenian referee. And it does very much look as if Argentina are preparing another 2 changes. Facundo Medina and now Molina are both stripped off, ready to come on. Certainly ready to make changes, and early on here, Argentina. Emi Martinez gives it out to Romero. Romero down the line to Laporte. Laporte is pushed back by Baena. It's going to be a free kick. Laporte brought down, so a free kick to Argentina. Argentina have much more to ball of this second half, 4.5 minutes in. Spain's last loss was March 2024, a friendly away to South American opponents Colombia. Since then, they've gone on this 37-match unbeaten run. Remember, Argentina are on a 14-match unbeaten run. Something somewhere has to give here today. There's Laporte. Gets it wide to Tagliafico down the left-hand side. Almost level with the edge of the penalty area. It's been manoeuvred back to Otamendi. Comes inside, plays it back to the halfway line. And Romero. Down the line from Montiel. Did it go out of play for Laporte? Referee gives the free kick for a foul. And it's a foul on Gonzalo Montiel, who was caught late by Alex Baena. Spain 0, Argentina 0, 5.5 minutes into the second half. Good start to the second half this by Argentina. Although Spain did have a shot from Baena in the opening minute or so of the half. Bringing the ball out from the back is Aymeric Laporte, very comfortable with the ball at his feet. Turned out wide by Kabasi to Porro, but there was a foul off the ball in the centre circle, which has left Rodri on the floor, and then suddenly it's all kicking off in the middle of the park, and Argentina players, and then there's a bit of pushing, and a yellow card has been shown there for Julian Alvarez, I think it is, for a bit of... I don't know if that was Alvarez, in fact. I think that might have been Paredes. Can't quite see the number on the back of his shirt, but he's gone charging in and pushed the player. It was a barge on Rodri. Yeah, it was naughty from Paredes. Uncalled for, and he gets a yellow card. He was in the thick of it, and then he decided to go back for a little bit of afters, and now he's having a little go at Olmo. He's got to now be careful. He's only just come onto the pitch, and he becomes the first yellow card of this second half. The only first half yellow card, by the way, Lisandro Martinez, who then went off injured. Here come Spain. Forward with Laporte. Always keen to pour forward and make up the numbers. Rodri's ball out to the right-hand side. It's Porro. All the way back to Pau Kabasi, the teenager. One of 2 teenagers in this starting lineup for Spain. Over away, Laporte takes it down. Cucurella will follow him every inch of the way. He has to go all the way back to his goalkeeper. It makes it back to Emi Martinez, who clears. It's not a great clearance. Here's Olmo, but Olmo plays it straight against Christian Romero. It's McAllister. Taken over by Tagliafico, rolls it down the line and out of play for a throw-in to Argentina. It came off of Porro. Spain 0, Argentina 0, 53 minutes gone. So we're 8 minutes into this second half, and we're still chasing down the opening goal in this final. Spain beating France, Argentina beating England. France and England serving up a third-place bronze match last night that produced a healthy turnaround of 10 goals. It's beginning more and more to look like one might just be enough in this final. It was a flashpoint when Rodri got barged from behind by Paredes. And it was an unnecessary shunt. But does it knock Spain off their stride? They've got to keep their discipline, Spain. That's a little nudge in the back on Montiel. He was kind of inviting it. And he got it as well from Baena. So a free kick to Argentina. It's a bit stop-start at the moment, which will suit Argentina. Nice turn by Alvarez, who'll go chasing after it. It's gone all the way through to the goalkeeper Simon. Just rolls it carefully out to Aymeric Laporte. Laporte to Rodri in the midfield. Back to Laporte again, and then back to goalkeeper Simon. He can turn it to the right-hand side, and Kourbassi finding Porro in the right-back position. Quickly lifts it into the centre circle. It's taken nicely by Ruiz. This is fluent. And Otherbal is going forward, and Ruiz has made the run. Here is Ruiz in the penalty area. Tries to get it back to Otherbal. That's a really good challenge coming in from Enzo Fernandez. But that was fluent from Spain as they cranked through the gears and opened up Argentina there. Now this is Rodri in a central position, 15 yards inside the Argentina half. Out wide to Porro. Has to jump in the air to bring it down. Yamal, I haven't seen much of him since half-time. Plays it inside and straight into the feet of Enzo Fernandez, who could find Laporte. Laporte's first touch was not a particularly good one. And shouts of a handball there from Baena. I thought maybe Baena may have got penalised for a free kick there for high feet as he won the ball back. But Argentina didn't cover themselves in glory with the way in which they defended that. They gave away the ball rather cheaply. That was a really incisive move into the midfield, and Ruiz was an integral part of it. Great pass from Olmo to find the feet of Oyarzabal, and Oyarzabal went for the return and just got under hit by Fabian Ruiz, which was a shame because that would have been quite some goal had he put a little bit more pace on it. Now here's Olmo into the penalty area on the right-hand side. Can he get the cross in? He pulls it back. Cucurella can't quite get there in time. It's turned behind for a corner. And it was Montiel that put it behind. Argentina wants a free kick. They felt that maybe Cucurella barged into Montiel there, but Montiel driving in and putting it behind for a corner. That was dangerous. He had to get there first, Montiel, and he was staggering and stuttering slightly, but he made sure that the outside of that right foot got there first before Cucurella. So a corner to Spain, their third corner of this match. Spain 0, Argentina 0. 56.5 minutes on the clock. The last World Cup finals in this country didn't produce any goals and went all the way to penalties between Brazil and Italy. It's played short, it's lifted into the box. Oyarzabal tries to get there, but it bounces beyond him and beyond Ruiz from the cross from Porro and goes behind for a goal kick, and the short corner never really worked there. And now we are going to see Nahuel Molina coming on. A third change already for Argentina, less than an hour gone. And they are ringing those changes. And they are going to bring off Gonzalo Montiel. So Montiel will come off, and a straight swap for Nahuel Molina at right back. Only 2 subs remaining. Nahuel Molina on. Goal kick to Argentina. It's with Emi Martinez. Slots it up to the halfway line. The flick was from Alvarez, but goes straight out for a throw-in. Spain that have the ball with their captain Rodri in the back line at the moment. Plays it square to Laporte. Cucurella has to readjust his body, plays it neatly inside to Fabian Ruiz. Well, Molina on. Straight swap at right back. 3 changes now for Argentina. So as you were from the Spanish point of view. Spain have given the ball away in the midfield, but have won it back with Lamine Yamal. Kabasi, two teenagers combining there. Here's Kabasi again, takes it back off of Aymeric Laporte. Forward goes Porro over the halfway line, checks back inside. Olmo turns and he can drive forward, has a look. Square of him is Lamine Yamal. Now it's Fabian Ruiz. Just get the feeling that this is a final that might well be decided by one goal and one goal alone. Olmo. It's Porro. Porro's done well, but it just slips at a vital moment, and they're going to give a free kick here. The referee's given a free kick. It's a foul by Paredes, who pleads his innocence, but just knocked Porro off his stride with a nudge and a grab of the shoulder, a grapple that was enough, and in sight of the referee, who says that's a free kick. Porro went down, free kick to Spain. It's 5 yards outside the penalty area. It is out towards the corner edge of the penalty area, which perhaps takes it away from being a shooting opportunity. It's going to be Lamine Yamal who puts the ball down. Even if it's... Well, the referee's spray can hasn't come out until just now, and I think it might have been blocked because he's had to spray it into thin air. It looks like there's a lot of snow been sprayed into the warm New York air. Yamal is having a good look. So too Mikel Oyarzabal. Also standing over it, Alex Baena. Emi Martinez is lining his wall up cautiously. It's a free kick. And you just get the feeling this might be Alex Baena. Is it going to be a shot? He runs over it, so it's going to be Lamine Yamal. Yamal will go for goal, straight into the wall. Baena, can he get the cross in? He can't. It's scooped away by Romero. And that will go out of play on the far side. It's going to be a throw to Argentina as opposed to Spain. Good work by Alvarez back there defending. And here come a couple of changes for Spain. The first one, Ferran Torres. The other one, Pedri, will come into the midfield. Oyarzabal will go off. Off comes Ruiz as well. So Pedri is on, and Ferran Torres on as well. So a couple of changes there for Spain to freshen things up from their head coach Luis de la Fonte. I thought Fabian Ruiz, very good player in the midfield. Not really bringing on someone with the experience of Pedri. I suppose it's a like for like. There's a free kick being given over on the far side by the assistant referee, and it's gone to Spain. It was a foul at the back by Nicolas Otamendi. So Spain 0, Argentina 0. This one out wide. Porro finding Yamal. Yamal trying to glide inside. He's being looked after by Tagliafico. Down goes Yamal. No foul this time given, and instead it's a goal kick to Argentina, and I think it was the right decision. Goes on the outside. Went down a little easily. There probably was contact from Tagliafico, but Tagliafico was very quick to respond to the assistant referee, who just gave a goal kick and got a round of applause from the fullback for Argentina. So a goal kick that's going to be taken by Emi Martinez. Drives it right-footed up over the halfway line. Long ball forward, headed away by Laporte. And picked up in the midfield by Baena. Not a particularly good ball, but it'll fall here to Porro. Porro just drags it inside. It's 5 attempts at goal from Spain, 3 on target. Nothing yet at all from Argentina and Messi. But there's still a long way to go. The business end of the Cup final. Remember, Argentina often blast in with a few late goals, don't they? Here comes Spain on the near side of the pitch with Baena to Cucurella. Baena sent sprawling to ground. Referee plays a good advantage. It's a driving run in towards the edge of the penalty area. It's Olmo. He hits it. It's spilt by Martinez and behind for a corner. Well, there's a good advantage played there by the referee, and it was hit again from distance, again straight at the goalkeeper from Dani Olmo, but it was uncomfortable goalkeeper. It bounced up in front of Martinez, who was behind it and spilt it behind for a corner. He did his job. Can't really give him any more compliments than that. He kept it out. That was all that mattered. It goes down as a save statistically. In a cold light of day, it was uncomfortable goalkeeping. And the referee's got some sorting out to do inside that penalty area. Yamal to take the free kick over on the corner kick rather, over on the far side. He's now got the go-ahead. Spins it in towards the near post, away by McAllister. Only as far as Porro. Porro sends it back out wide again. Stops it first time, does Yamal. Sends the ball in, it drifts off of the head of Otamendi. Was it Otamendi? It was actually Paredes. And behind for a corner. Important header that from Paredes, because in behind him was the teenager Kubasi, who could have got a touch. Important header by Paredes. Corner delivered into the penalty area. Martinez was uncomfortable again. Olmo trying to get the all-important touch, and Argentina are able to clear their lines through Christian Romero, but it's going to come straight back again. But Cucurella turns back to his goalkeeper, and Unai Simon can just bide his time. Spain 0, Argentina 0. We played 65 minutes. It's a game without a goal. It's a game that Spain have had much the better of. 6 shots, 4 on target, but every time they put Martinez to the test, it's straight at him. But that was uncomfortable goalkeeping there on more than one occasion in the last 2 minutes from Martinez. One back in the midfield by Spain and Pedri. Now Cucurella looking to expose Argentina down the right-hand side. The cross is nipped in and put behind by Tagliafico for a corner. Wasn't sure what was behind him. Didn't get a shout after the cross came in from Baena. And, well, he could have left it, really. There was no one behind him. It was the wrong decision, but he's put it behind, and it's a free kick. Sorry, not a free kick, a corner kick to Spain. It's going to be delayed, not this time for hustling and jostling in the penalty area, because there are 2 balls on the pitch. Yamal wanders in, kicks the other one off the pitch, goes back again, delivers in towards the near post. There's a Spanish player gone down by the near post. He's gone back again to Yamal. Yamal, can he get the cross in? He can get the cross in. A header towards goal, and again it's straight at the goalkeeper. This time the header from Ferran Torres straight into the arms of Emiliano Martinez. Well, 5 now on target, and every single one of them has been right at the goalkeeper. If they can get one on the money and keep it away from Martinez, they might hit the jackpot here, Spain. They've certainly been the better side. And with that, the referee has called for the rehydration break. So the story of the game so far is that Spain are the better side. 5 shots on target, but they've all been straight at Martinez. At the other end, Unai Simon hasn't been tested at all. He's had to burst out of his penalty area a couple of times in the first half to keep things at bay, but not a single shot from Argentina in any way, shape or form, off target, on target or otherwise. It's been disappointing in front of goal for Argentina so far, but we all know that they come on strong late on. You wouldn't know Messi was out there at the moment, but you just can't help but feel that he might well have a part to play in this cup final. And the hydration break has been called by the referee belatedly, and up to his feet the injured Christian Romero will make his way across to go and take his fluids on board. Argentina have won their last 14 matches. Their last loss September last year, a 1-0 defeat in a qualifier for this tournament away in Ecuador. It didn't really matter, they were pretty much already qualified. So 14 matches unbeaten Argentina. Spain, well, they're nearly 2.5 years unbeaten. 37 matches unbeaten. These two sides, statistically, the best 2 in the competition. England and France have made up the semi-finals of the competition, and that was the top 4 ranked sides, as you were. The authorities got that ranking absolutely spot on, didn't they? Everyone thought it would be it would be France, but Spain put them to the sword, didn't they? And they did it with style. And suddenly, from being also rans, Spain were being taken very, very seriously indeed. It is Spain 0, Argentina 0. The clock continues to tick. So we're on 69 minutes. Of course, there was a 3-minute hydration break, which will be bolted on to the end of the 90 minutes in stoppage time, so a minimum of 3 minutes stoppage time. And it does look as if we're going to see Facundo Medina, a central defender, coming on for Argentina, and Simeone as well. So this will be the last of their changes. Simeone to come on and Medina to come on. Central defender and a winger. Romero is coming off, and so too DePaul, rather. So Romero, pretty solid actually today. Impressed with him. Will he be a Tottenham player when summer's over? That's the big question. They've been signing central defenders, you suspect not, but we're going to get back underway with a free kick or a goal kick. Well, one of the Argentinian players has got the ball in the right back position for a free kick, and the goalkeeper Emi Martinez has got the ball inside his own penalty area. There's a bit of confusion as to what the restart will be. It'll be a drop ball by the Slovenian referee. 80,663 is the official attendance, has just been announced. Sunshine still brightly burning in New York. Who will take that big golden trophy home? And will it be done in the 90 minutes? As the seconds gradually tick us by, it's beginning to look like we might need that extra 30 minutes and maybe even the penalty kicks. That was the last time the final was played in this country. It needed penalties after a 0-0 draw. I wonder if history is about to repeat itself. From memory, and it was a long, long time ago, that Italy against Brazil game. This game has been a little better, although Argentina have been very disappointing. Messi, who's been on the periphery throughout, is back with Martinez, the goalkeeper, who can clip it out wide to the left-hand side. Tagliafico brings it down, rolls it backwards. It's Otamendi. So it does look as if Medina's gone straight into the back line with Otamendi. Straight swap. Here's the right back for the Argentines. Number 26, Nahuel Molina. Molina again. Takes it back for Simeone. Now McAllister has a look up, plays a delightful looking ball out wide to the left hand side, and Tagliafico, Spain hurriedly trying to get back with numbers. Back again to McAllister. That could have been much more dangerous had Tagliafico got a little bit more pace about him. But Tagliafico, 33 years of age, pace has never been something that's blessed him throughout his career. Now at 33 he's a bit slower. Here's Messi, gets it out wide. First time we've really seen him on the ball inside the Spanish half, but Cucurella has cleared the ball after a poor first touch from Simeone on this right hand side. Now it's Baena. Brings it back inside to Rodri, slows things down. Short pass to Pedri. Pedri bends it out to the right hand side where he finds Pedro Porro of Tottenham Hotspur. Now it's with Dani Olmo. Olmo looks up, gets it wide to Yamal. Yamal tries to turn away from Tagliafico, runs straight into Tagliafico, holds his hands out, wanting a free kick, but he's not going to get anything there. Now here is Alvarez for Argentina. 3 Spanish red shirts all around him, and eventually the inevitable happened and he gave the ball away. Spain have it back again with Kubasi. This is Rodri. There is a shade of stand on this near side, starting to cast over the near side of the pitch, but it's still very, very exposed to the sunlight out there at the pitch level. There is a breeze to give the players some relief. Here's Kabasi, gets it out wide. Good ball to Yamal. Yamal beats one. Gets the ball in towards the penalty area, but it was a misunderstanding, really, between him and Ferran Torres, and it whistles away for a goal kick to Argentina. And it remains Spain 0, Argentina 0. We've played 74 minutes, 16 minutes of this game remaining. And as every minute passes us, so the prospect of extra time and penalties draws ever closer. Spain have still got 3 substitutions in their locker before the 90-minute mark. This is uncomfortable clearance, shall we say, from Martinez. His first touch wasn't great. First challenge from Medina, second challenge from Medina, won them both. Spain are down to make that change. It looks like Nico Williams is going to come on, and Marino as well. We talk about late goals, don't we? And Marino scored late goals in 2 of the knockout rounds, remember. So Olmo and Baena are going to come off. So Olmo and Baena will make way. And on comes Marino and Nico Williams. Nico Williams of Bilbao. Marino, of course, of Arsenal. Hooked away over the shoulder by Paredes. Argentina holding the lines well. They've kind of brought Paredes into that kind of central defensive position almost at the back. Gone to 5 at the back. They've changed their stand. Spain on the ball at the moment. They are the team in the ascendancy, but they haven't found a way through yet, despite their dominance, Spain. Here's Rodri. What can he make happen? There's a look up and finds Williams. First touch for Williams on the left-hand side. Cuts inside. A little bit of urgency from Spain now. Pedri. Cucurella. Pedri again. Bursts inside towards the penalty area. Nice, neat touch from Ferran Torres. It's Rodri again. It's a good touch and a shot coming in, and again it's straight at the goalkeeper. Everything they hit towards goal. This time it's from Pedri. Everything they hit towards goal, it's on target, and there's been 6 of them. It's been straight at Martinez. He hasn't had a proper good save to make. But here comes Spain again. Porro gets it outright to Yamal. Back inside again. Yamal. What can he conjure up? He goes on the outside. It's great play, and it's cleared away in the nick of time by Medina. Lovely little piece of trickery from the teenager for Spain. They're looking to try and win it in the 90. Here's a shot from Kabasi. It's saved by the goalkeeper. And then it's turned back into the penalty area, and it comes to Williams. It's another save from the Argentine goalkeeper. Again, he doesn't look too comfortable. It was turned back across by Ferran Torres to the far post, and it was beyond everyone. Nico Williams had to recycle it, but it was a shot from, of all people, Pau Kabasi. And it was, again, I have to say, I have to use the word, and I've used it a few times, paired up to Martinez in this game. It was uncomfortable. Good hit that from the teenager. It's Williams to take this corner from the left-hand side, the Bilbao winger. What can he conjure up? Whips it in towards that near post. It's headed away. And the referee will want that, I think, taken again. What's he given? I think he's not happy with the pushing inside the penalty area from Facundo Medina. And so that that corner will be taken again. Lots of to-in and throw-in. In comes the corner. It's a much deeper one this time. Kabasi went up, and it was just too high for him. Flew over the heads of everyone and out for a throw-in on the far side. So a throw-in to Argentina. Chucked in towards that penalty area. Just doesn't quite get enough. He should be doing better there, really, Kabasi, because he's free. He's not got a man on him, and he's he's failed to make connection with a header. If he makes a connection, could have been 1-0. Another chance Spain have failed to take. Nice touch from Moreno. Spain and Moreno. Well, late goals have been such an important subplot for Spain and Argentina in this competition. And with 11 minutes to go, you can not rule out a late goal. We haven't seen anything of Messi. Alvarez has looked the main threat going forward. Messi has been obsolete mainly. Spain have succeeded so far in keeping him quiet, but keeping him quiet for the duration is what matters. You only need to give him a chink of light and he will punish you. Here's Yamal. Nicely done. Porro changes his direction, gives it to Yamal, just inside his own half here, Yamal on the right-hand side. Porro again. Yamal goes backwards this time. Fellow teenager, Pau Kubasi. Kubasi, Barcelona teammate as well, of course, to Yamal. Pedri. That's nice. And Pedri received it from Rodri. And Pedri gets it wide across from Porro. Takes a deflection. It's gone behind. It's a corner. It came off of Tagliafico. Well, they've gone to 5 at the back of Argentina. They're prepared to take this one the distance. They won't mind. They won't care in the slightest. They know what is required to win and win a final like this. The golden trophy was theirs 3.5 years ago in Qatar. They're looking for it again here. But this is Pedri, plays it forward to Williams. Can he get the cross in? It's hung up, it's too high, and then the header comes in. And it's Aymeric Laporte this time. Again, it's within reach of Emi Martinez, who must be feeling it's his lucky day because everything that's been fired at him today, and there's been plenty of it, has been straight at him. And there's an incident now, long ball forward, and Giuliano Simeone has clearly left something on Cucurella. That's a barge in the back from Simeone. I could say like father, like son, I think, with that one. It's Martinez with the save, and he was flying through the air. It was rather spectacular, but it wasn't a difficult save to make at all. And that's been the story of the game. Lots of chances, lots on target from Spain, but they haven't really extended Martinez. Need to improve on that finishing. Here is Rodri driving forward to the halfway line, carefully wide to Porro. Being watched by McAllister. Kubasi. Nicely done by Pedri. Laporte to Cucurella. Now wide to Williams. Williams with a little step over. Can he produce the magic? Back to Cucurella. Now it's with Aymeric Laporte again, former Manchester City player, of course, Aymeric Laporte. There's McAllister of Liverpool, plays it forward. Referee's not interested in the shout from Enzo Fernandez for a free kick, and Enzo Fernandez gets a yellow card for his reaction, and then he applauds the referee, which is a silly thing to do because he's picked up a yellow card. If he applauds like that and he gets spotted, he could easily get another yellow card and be sent off. And he was making the run forward, and he kind of runs straight into Aymeric Laporte. He wanted a free kick, he didn't get it, and he just stated to the referee who yellow carded him, and he could have got another one after that because he's carried on. He was lucky, he wasn't spotted. Well, it's with Emi Martinez at the moment, who has most certainly been the busier of the two goalkeepers. Spain 0, Argentina 0. Just a shade over 7 minutes to go. Of course, we've got 3 minutes for the hydration break, so we are at least 10 minutes from the end of this game. Late drama? Who knows? Extra time? Who knows? Penalties? Don't rule it out. Long clearance away by Medina. Now here is a chance maybe for Spain. It's Rodri, just taps it out wide. Clever play. Yamal. Back to Porro. This is Kubasi. Spain are huffing and puffing and looking for that winner. Laporte to Cucurella. And then out wide to Williams, and Williams is stopped in his tracks. No foul, says the referee. Nahuel Molina looked as if he'd found the line and then plays it down the line. It's a big ask of Nahuel Molina. And Spain double up on him and deal with it. And that's going to be a free kick. Moreno brought down, gets to his feet quickly. Tries to take the free kick quickly, but Enzo Fernandez has got other ideas, and the referee persuades him to just slow things down. Still 0-0. 84.5 minutes gone. Ball out towards the right-hand side. It's Porro, and now it's Yamal. Yamal, that's a nice pass into Moreno. Can he get the cross in? No, he can't. Good defending once again by Facundo Medina. Deflects it away to the far side where Spain have themselves a throw up towards the corner flag. Yamal will leave it to Porro. 0-0. Just 5 minutes remaining in this final. Extra time looming. Maybe penalties as well. Kabasi. This is Rodri again. He's got plenty of movers ahead of him, but he lifts it to this left-hand side in the unmistakable locks of Cucurella. Laporte. Laporte, solid as a rock at the back, plays now in Saudi for Al Nassr, former Bilbao player as well as Manchester City. Towards the right-hand side, came off from McAllister last, so it will be a throw-in to Spain. Played inside by Mikel Merino. Spread out to Williams on the left-hand side. Takes it on the chest, and now he can have a run. Comes back inside and tries to go on the outside. Wise to it, though, Molina. They've gone 5 at the back, and it makes them incredibly difficult to break down. They've got 2 war horses down the wing-back positions that can defend, but when needed, get forward. They've got the likes of Messi and Alvarez. They've got the energy of McAllister and Fernandez in midfield. It's a ploy, a change of tactics that they are more than capably suited for. But it's been, without wanting to use the description, a fairly one-sided final. Here is Rodri, who has bossed the midfield. Perhaps the difference between the two sides. Yamal has a look up, finds Rodri again, just siphons it off to Porro, lifts it into the penalty area, shot coming in on the turn. It was a difficult manoeuvre for Ferran Torres, and he couldn't hit the target. It was wide of Martinez's left-hand post and out for a goal kick, and I can breathe a sigh of relief because it was a tremendous ball into the penalty area. Absolutely brilliant ball by Merino over the top. He perhaps rushed that one a little bit and didn't connect well. Behind for a goal kick. Well, they're still hanging on in there, Lionel Scaloni and his side. 3 minutes plus a minimum 3 minute stoppage time between them and taking it to extra time. They took France to extra time in the last final 3.5 years ago in the heat of Qatar. Now Spain come again. It's a good run forward from Pedri. Yamal just bypasses Enzo Fernandez. Rodri. This is Aymeric Laporte. Into the midfield again. Pedri trying to pull the strings. Has a look over the top, finding Williams on this left-hand side. Will he get there? Just about. Williams brings it under control, finds Cucurella. Cucurella, 25 yards on the corner flag, left-hand side. This is Rodri. Waits for Alvarez to come and close him down and then plays it sideways to Porro. Porro now to the left-hand side again, and Williams. Nico Williams. Perfectly capable of having a run at the defenders. Spain probing. Kubasi looks up into the penalty area. This is Moreno. Nice and neat and so tight, and they've got so many defenders back there, Argentina, and haven't cleared it. Here's Yamal. Cutting inside. Still Yamal. Goes the other way this time. Still Yamal. To Rodri. Out towards the left-hand side now. It's everyone behind the ball for Argentina. Williams tries to go inside, but again it's stout defending at the back from Molina. And they are a beast to close down, to break down Argentina. It's proving that way. I said it earlier, the last final of this competition here in 1994, and all the way to penalties without a single goal in 120 minutes of play. And you can't rule out that happening here, but Spain might have other ideas. It's Rodri from the edge of the penalty area. Rodri lets blast with the right foot, and it just sat up and it flew high over the top of the crossbar and behind for a goal kick to Argentina. We're into the final minute of the 90. And it was one that he was just leaning back on. A grimace on the face of Luis de la Fonte. Might have been a chance. Flew over the top. You're listening to studio-based off-tube commentary of the final at the New York, New Jersey Stadium. Spain 0, Argentina 0. Reminder that this match is being shown on regional, national and local television through broadcasters all around the world, so don't forget to tune in and watch it through your own eyes. It's a throw-in to Argentina, and they are in no great hurry to take it. We're just about to find out from the fourth official, Adam Mukadma, how many more minutes will be added to the 90. And the answer to that is 4. There's a wrestling match going on between Ferran Torres and an Argentine defender. Couldn't quite see who it was. Otamendi. Otamendi wins the free kick from referee Slavko Vincic of Slovenia. Played inside by Otamendi and then all the way back to Martinez in the D at the edge of his own penalty area. Spain 0, Argentina 0. We're counting down the seconds now. 4 minutes of stoppage time. Extra time looming large. This is McAllister. But Argentina haven't had a shot yet. This man has hardly had a touch. Messi. He's been flattened as Messi. And then the ball has been struck into the referee's body. It was a full-blown block from Laporte. Aymeric Laporte was standing there. It wasn't anything brutal. And Messi's been flattened. He's back on his feet. He's been helped up by the man that put him there, Laporte. And went straight into him. That's one way of stopping Messi. Just stand in his way. And it was that easy. But it was there. It's a free kick to Argentina. And as I said earlier, we've played 91 and a half minutes now and they haven't had a single shot. No shots on target, no shots on target, no shots at all. Get one on target now and get the beating of Unai Simon for only the second time in this tournament, then they will be world champions again. Messi. Wide it goes. Back again to Messi. This is Fernandez to Messi again, who cuts back inside. Still Messi. It's been blocked away. There was a chance of a Spain break, but Messi finding Alvarez. Alvarez gets it wide. This is a cross that comes in. Well, that is the most dangerous they've looked all afternoon. Giuliano Simeone's cross was easily gathered by Simone, and now there's a chance for Williams at the other end, and he goes scampering up the right-hand side in towards the penalty area. Williams with a shot, the save by Martinez, and that's probably the best of his saves so far. Everything's been straight at him, and that one pretty much was straight at him. Now that's a tackle, and this could be a red card. And it is a yellow card and a red card for Enzo Fernandez. He went straight through the back of Kabasi. And he has been shown a second yellow. And Argentina are down to 10 men in stoppage time. Enzo Fernandez, scorer of the equalising goal against England in the semi-final, shown a red card. And Argentina down to 10 men. Well, Kabasi came onto it. And he clears it, and as he clears it, it's followed through by the Argentine midfielder, and that was where he was pulled up, and a second yellow, and out came that red card, toppling Kabasi up in the air. It's a nasty one, and he has been sent off. And he's not leaving the pitch at the moment, Enzo Fernandez. He needs to get off. VAR will have their look. It is being checked out. I can't see how they're possibly going to overrule that being a yellow card. But they are arguing in their numbers at the moment. Messi leading the protests. But this could be a massive moment in the final. A second yellow for Enzo Fernandez. I can't see how on earth it's going to be overturned as a yellow card. We've only seen the replay the once. And I have to say, I didn't think there was anything other than a yellow card off the end of it. As soon as the challenge went in and you saw Pau Cubarsí topple up in the air, you knew that Enzo Fernandez was in trouble. And he gets a second yellow and is red carded. Let's have another look, shall we? Oh, not there. But one thing's for sure, Cubarsí is still down and in a lot of pain. I don't know what Messi's trying to get across at the moment, but Enzo Fernandez is still out there. So, Argentina down to 10 men. And Cubarsí's back to his feet. And it's a free kick, and we've played 5 minutes now, the 4 minutes added on. Of course, there will probably be another couple of minutes here. And Argentina are going to have to do it the hard way if they are to retain this world title of theirs. Cubarsí plays it across to Aymeric Laporte. I feel that Spain have been much the better side. If there was to be a late winner, you feel it will only be justice if Spain were to get it. And now Argentina, who haven't had a single shot in this game, are going to have to be more negative, defensive and streetwise. Here's Yamal. Got caught in two minds, really. It's been brought away by Alvarez. He cuts inside and gives it straight to Cucurella. Cucurella into the feet of Ferran Torres, who's brought down right on the edge of the penalty area, right on the line of the D by Paredes. And that's going to be a free kick, and one good free kick here. Could be curtains for Paredes and for Argentina. Well, they've used all their 5 substitutions of Argentina. I have no doubt they will look to bring on a midfield player to help things out. They've got 5 at the back. They've got 2 wingers and 2 strikers. There's no one really other than Alexis McAllister who can sit in that midfield. But this is a chance. Porro and Yamal. Hit it and score, and Spain will be world champions. It's one kick of a football, and so much rides on it. Yamal stands, waits. You get the feeling it's all set up for the teenager. Well, Porro can hit a free kick, there's no doubt about that. The left foot of Lamine Yamal is the focus of everyone on the globe at the moment. A 19-year-old whose tournament has improved as it's gone along, but it might well be Porro yet, you know. He's bang centre. They've got 4 in the wall, Argentina. They've got to hope they can't do damage here, Spain. Spain free kick. Porro or Yamal? Who's it to be? 98 minutes on the clock. The world title on the kick of a football. It's going to be Yamal. It's tipped around the post by Martinez. It's a corner. And Martinez making the save. Well, he's had to make save after save in this game. And most of them have been run-of-the-mill. And whilst he flew through the air and made a good save there, it was a good height. Here comes the corner from Williams. He's played short again, back in again. Solid challenge coming in. And there goes the final whistle. And it's a World final once again in the US that fails to deliver a goal in 90 minutes. But Enzo Fernandez shown a second yellow in stoppage time means that Argentina are going to have to try and battle through this with just the 10 men, and they haven't had a single shot all game so far. It's Spain's to be won, but they haven't found that breakthrough yet, and they've got to find a way through Enzo Martinez. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back for extra time in just a few moments' time. We'll see you on the other side.
Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page.
Okay, welcome back. It's extra time in the final. It's Spain 0, Argentina 0. If you are just tuning in for the first time in this final, let me tell you that Spain have had endless shots on target, and a vast majority of them have been within reach of Martinez. A couple of half-decent saves, nothing world-class, I would say. But Spain have done enough to win this game in 90 minutes. And Enzo Fernandez, 2 yellow cards, he's off. And Argentina down to 10 men for the entirety of extra time. And now they've really got their backs against the wall. Here comes Spain. Pedri to Porro. Wide to Yamal. Free kick at the end, forcing the save from Martinez. If it had gone in, it would have been a world winner. Williams trying to get the better of Molina. Cucurella. Touched off by the Spanish substitute Pedri. Spain have still got 2 substitutions because it's extra time. Argentina do get an extra substitution of their own, but they used 5 very early on. There's Porro with an added man. Can Spain make this count? Yamal to Porro. Nice touch by Ferran Torres, but he was just surrounded by Argentinian defenders, and Tagliafico wins a free kick as Porro takes one in the jaw. Tagliafico went crashing into him there, but it was a foul on Tagliafico in the first place, but Porro certainly felt Tagliafico's full body weight crashing into his jawline. Now, Argentina have failed to keep a clean sheet in 90 minutes in any of the 5 previous games, so they've at least halted that run and kept a clean sheet here, but they've scored at least 2 in every match in 2026 and won every one of them. They haven't even registered a single shot on target, or off target for that matter, in this game so far. And they're going to win this world title. They're going to do it in style and against all odds. Here comes Spain into the penalty area. Ferran Torres towards the byline, pulls it back. Yamal can't quite reach it. And there's Alvarez back there helping out.